When making my prelim task, I have very little skill using cameras and Premiere Pro. Last time I used it was back in my GCSE years when I did in year 10, when I had to do my advert. So my prelim was a very good chance to refresh my mind, so in preparation for my actual pre-production. It was a really good year doing the prelim because it refreshed my mind about how just the basics of Premiere Pro and using the cameras and what is good at using, like what camera shots and angles I'm good at using. So I think that really helped my 2-minute film. The first time I did my prelim task, I failed because I didn't have the 3 main components that was required to pass it, which was a 180-degree rule, matching action and shot reverse shot. Also, it had no narrative whatsoever. It was really bad, I'm not gonna lie. I tried the comedy and I just went with the cheap laughs and it really didn't work. So the second time I did my prelim, I just did a short, simple, it was really basic, but included everything that I needed, so that got me to pass. For prelim I just placed the clips together, created short, sharp cuts, and I didn't add any like funky affair like transactions or effects, so it was literally really basic. So I looked over it again and I realised that. So in my actual 2-minute film clip, I wanted to make it really like outstanding. I wanted to be out there, so I tried to put in as many transactions as I could, but still sticking to my genre, because my genre doesn't really have that many transactions. So what I tried to do is, because my genre is Gritty London, I decided to do really short, sharp, fast moving pace, and that's what I decided to do in my editing. I cut it down so it was really short and I put it together so it's really fast. In my prelim I didn't do any background research on the genre that I wanted to do, so it was really basic and to be fair it was really bad. However, that shortly led me to actually do some background research. So the way I started this for my 2-minute film was I did a mind map about all the favourite genres that I like, and then branched out on all of them, saying what ideas I could do, where could I shoot it, like what type of films are related to this, etc. So what I wanted to do then was I picked my favourite one that after I planned it all, and that eventually led to drama, and then realising that there's one sub-genre called lad film, which I'm actually quite interested in, which is a sort of gritty London, real basic but real technical films, such as Green Street, Snatch, Lock, Stock, Football Factory. So they're quite low budget production companies, but personally I really like them. The reason why I wanted to do them is because I thought if I'm going to do something I might as well do something that I'm interested in. This is the best way for me because I'm a visual learner. I don't learn from words on paper, I learn from pictures and bright colours really. It's something that interests me because I have a really low attention span. That's how I did it. Realising what genre I wanted to do, I did floor plans of where I was going to do it. I did genre research and I analysed 4 films. Unlike what I did in the prelim where I only did a tiny bit of research, and that was literally to the basic. After all this research, it helped me provide the information that I needed to create my film opening, which I'm really actually happy about, the final product. One of the main differences between my prelim and my 2-minute film opening is the sound. In my prelim I had no music, no diegetic sounds, so sounds that weren't on screen. And I wanted to change this because I thought if I was going to get a good mark I'd need that. So in my 2-minute film opening I put Index of the Angel, which is sort of like a song that makes you sort of tense in a way, builds suspension. I thought that was a good song to use because there are songs like it in my subgenre, Gritty London, lad films, so I thought if I include this then it's sort of similar to it. The reason why I didn't put anything into my prelim is because I didn't really think about it, to be honest. It was just after I made it, then realised that I needed to do it to make a better film. The type of lighting in my prelim and my 2-minute film opening was both ambient. The reason for this is because, one, I can't afford to do artificial light, and 2, in London lab films, like gritty London lab films, they normally have ambient lighting to reflect the poverty and the state that the environment is in. So it's quite cheap and everything. In Adobe After Effects, I didn't use it in my prelim, however I did use it in my 2-minute film opening. The reason for this is because one of the scenes was significantly darker than my other one. So the only time I did use a different type of lighting was in the editing stage when I had to swap it, to edit it, when I was making it darker to try and match the other lights of the continuous film. From the beginning of my prelim to the end of my 2-minute film, I think I've become a lot more efficient and organised with everything I do in media now. Reason for this is because I've found the importance of staying to a script, staying to a time plan. If you don't stay to a script, your film will literally go to shambles. I learned that from experience with my prelim task. I didn't stick to the script, I didn't have the 3 main components. Also, to a time restraint. If I did stay to a time restraint, which I didn't in my prelim, I would have had much more time to make a better film for my second attempt. So I made sure that in my 2-minute film opening I did stay to the 2 script and the time. I've also become a lot more confident with my filming. Reason for that is because I'm much more confident knowing what shots go with everything, what shots complement. And also I'm much more confident using Adobe Premiere Pro, so I'm much more confident using sound effects because sound effects are vital to have a good film. I'm also good at sticking to the deadlines as well now. I've actually found that since my prelim I've been a lot more time efficient with sticking to deadlines, and the reason for this is because in the evaluation of my prelim, I almost failed because I didn't stick to it, but now I know if I do work in advance, spread my time about, I'll be fine.